Well, oh pooh, as Sue says. I had said I was going to go back into the closet, the world's largest closet, because I wanted to complete this little tour, answering the question, where does the power come from? Where does the power come from? Well, it could have come from over there. It could have been one more exasperating manifestation of rubber spaghetti. I didn't want that, no how, no way. So, what I did was, what I actually was going to do was cannibalize one of these very, very fine number 12 extension cords that have survived my years doing theatrical sound design and so on and so forth. I probably got 500 or 600 feet of these things. There's some more of them in there. Very good extension cords. But I didn't want to cut any of them up. Kind of silly. But anywho, let's move the light table. So, oh, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Oh poo to the fourth power. Alright. This is where it comes through the wall, the power. So I had to splice this. It's probably not even going to be seeable in there. Well, anyway, the gray wire from the isobar, or I should say going to pay respect to the gazintas and gazautas in ways that it usually aren't done. Most people say this plugs into that, so that you think that that's the output, but it's really the input, and yada yada yada, who cares. So it patches and properly soldered and heat shrinked and spaced, again electrically doing it correctly, to this yellow rebar. No, it was Reebok. Revox. What is it? Romex. Which I picked up 25 feet for a very reasonable price at Lowe's. What I hadn't planned on is that this Romex is horrible. It has absolutely no flexibility, which if I had thought around the corner and down the block and up the fire escape through the kitchen window, etc., I would have realized. And that's why I was saying I should have just gone with something that has a flexibility to it, like that. This has no flexibility. So imagine trying to, well, confront the notion of moving all of this stuff. One of two 3440s. Down there is my PR99. Tandberg that I recorded Hole in the Sky. Another mixer. Of course, here's the light table, which was over there in the corner. So that's kind of what I'm up against. Here is the TSR-8. Wonderful Tascam 8-track, which replaced my 80-8. 3/4 inch video machine. Industrial quality VHS editing. Super VHS, actually, editing. And these stands, I retired these after having built them as part of this project. They are attached to mic stands. This is all cut out of some components of those two computer desks that I was referring to. And I mounted them on these AKG stands. So this is what I have my little monitor speakers on. And these will probably come in handy at some time in the future because they match the color scheme. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do the same thing just because the aesthetics are important. And I also need to be able to figure out how to, well, I've actually already figured it out, how to mount these speakers. Sorry if this is running around. This is probably very dizzy making. So I could attach the speakers to the wall brackets if I wanted to drill holes. I don't want to drill holes, and neither does just about anybody else that wrote reviews on Amazon. So, there's a way around that, using yet some more of these wonderful pieces that are left over from the Leda computer stands. They were pretty sophisticated, actually. There's one of them that you can't see it, of course. There's one here. So, of course, this color scheme matches because it's from the very same source. And this will be cut in half. One will go on one side of the speaker, one will go on the other side of the speaker. Then I'm going to do some engineering and have a knob, turnable knob here, which will, if we can get focus. Hello. I guess there's just not enough light here. There we go. Anyway, that's how speakers will be locked into position using a knob something like that, but not that one. Again, a lot of work. So let's see, did we cover everything? Oh, so this is where the power is coming from. Anyway, from over there in the corner, along the wall underneath, follow the yellow brick wire, and trying to stretch this absolutely recalcitrant, unyielding piece of, well, the wires themselves, as you probably know, in Romex are solid. It's not stranded wire, so there's no flexibility. Even just trying to wind it up here took about 10 minutes. So here's where the power is coming from. And one more time, I will give the poor man's Dremel, made by a company called Wen. And I still have my WEN drill, and I had a WEN soldering iron, which somewhere along the line bit the dust. But these items are like 45 years old, maybe more. Shutter. Same company. This drill I've had since 512 West 17th Street when I was in high school, and I still use it. It still works fine. And this might have been the first soldering gun that I ever bought from that same era. So this Weller is probably approaching 50 years old. Amazing stuff. So the Dremel, this has also enabled me to start to organize my tools, which I have never done. Weller soldering gun. So when I put it away, that will go into there. I've got a box for clamps, so I can find those. The drill goes in here. I don't think I labeled that yet. Oh well. And that little Dremel that I was talking about, which is how I cut out the lower corner of the wall plate, is here. Extremely valuable tool. This rotates at roughly 100,000 RPM when you turn it all the way up, and you can adjust the speed. And there it is again. When will we ever learn? Alright. Dremel. Wrong. It's like calling your sofa a Davenport. Anyway, this is a little adjunct since I forgot. Power comes from in there with the switch plate corner cut off all the way around, the Romex coming out here, and it all works. I think I neglected to mention that. I did hook up both of the speakers, that one, and then the other one is over here underneath these nice little things that I sewed up to keep the dust out. Since they don't put grill cloths on studio monitors anymore, thank you very much. And I just brought a TV stand down here, placed it there, hooked it up. Lo and behold, it seems maybe a little premature, but it seems like the reasoning paid off, because I had the low end back again, and it wasn't standing waved out of existence. So there we go. Back at you. I hope this is kind of fun and entertaining. I'll give a prefrontal warning here up front, a spoiler saying that this is kind of long, so get yourself a cup of coffee and a Danish and settle down to enjoy life. That's it for now.